Hey, good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to our podcast of Was It Something We Said? I am your co-host, El Jefe, and I'm joined by my other co-host, the Pope. Good evening, Pope.
Good evening, El Jefe.
Good to see you. Good to hear from you. Let's get our show running for tonight. You know, it's always something to talk about. I can tell you that, and this week is no different. Some of the topics we're going to talk about is we'll lead off with what's going on in Washington, D.C. with basically a rebranding of the city or the district, I should call it, with the image, the likeliness, the NIL of the person sitting in charge, the orange man. And we'll get your thoughts on that. Then we're going to talk some sports, the two championships that are going on right now for basketball and hockey. Then we'll talk about the Tigers, where things stand with them. I got a question for you. What would you do if you were GM? And then I know you want to make a mention of the Preakness that ran yesterday. Great race run. After that, I got a pop quiz for you. It's going to be a real, you got to give us some thought tonight. Some serious thought.
Humdinger.
Yep. Your health or your happiness. That's the dilemma. Anyway, we'll get to it when we get to it. And then you'll bring us home with the jam of the week. I'm sorry, the message of the week, then the jam of the week. How that sound?
All righty.
All right, let's jump back to the top. DC, this man has his face on banners, on public government buildings. Well, yeah, public buildings. Shit, we help pay for the government. He's got his face on money, soon to be. I'm still waiting, by the way, for the Harriet Tubman on the 20.
No, that ain't happening.
You know, I don't think that's coming.
No, he face on $250 bill.
Yeah. I think you'll see Tim Scott on the $10 bill before you see Harriet Tubman. But this man's face, he's got his own NIL going. But you know, my question to you is, when power changes, and it will, what's the first thing? Let's say you're the next president. What are you doing with all that shit in DC?
Oh, well, again, I thought after your career ended, you won some championships, then the people decided to give you a statue in front of the stadium, bronze or whatever, to show tribute to you. But this self-proclaimed stuff, come on. Now you're just making it like it's, like you said, NIL. It's another stadium naming right deal is what it's looked at. So what do? You tear it down because you ain't around no more. Again, it wasn't up. It's self-proclaimed.
Yeah, I use
it wasn't given by the people. So again, you self-proclaimed it. Now I'm gonna self-unproclaim it.
Yeah, I use the word desecration. He's desecrating. An example is the Arlington National Cemetery, where soldiers are buried, and there's a proposal to build an arch similar to the one in France. I think it's the Champion, however you pronounce that thing, but it's still the big ass arch that's in France. Something similar with the gold plating that he loves.
Yeah, he might as well rebrand McDonald's with the golden arches.
Yeah. So you mentioned the $250 bill. You got the Trump RX. You got the Trump gold card. What else? You got this UFC set up on the front lawn of the White House. That's just, I mean, if Obama put a basketball, he did put a basketball court up in. Fox News was all up in arms about it, but nobody says shit about this UFC cage being put up in the front lawn of the White House.
Yeah. So then also too the ballroom. That's another money pit thing that ain't no good. No, man. I mean, it's just self-proclaimed stuff that if regardless, and even if I don't think so, if those who come to pass thought you would deem this and it was worthy of that, then yeah, you would have something. But again, most people Right, they'll get something named after him, but like you say, it's NIL. You gonna put your face and name on everything.
No, you see Washington's name on things, first president, Lincoln. I mean, he had his mark in history. And, you know, even George Bush, that's airports named after them. But this is when they're long gone. He's not dead, but my point is, Trump put his name on, attach his name to a part of Dulles Airport. It's like he's a narcissist amongst other things, and it's a silence from the GOP. Even though some are starting to speak up, those that know they ain't coming back for another term, which helps. They were part of the vote that shut down that slush fund for the wall crawlers weaponization fund. But it's at some point in time, it's got to stop. And I'm really looking for November to come and for the country to stand up and say no more.
Okay, yeah, we gotta do something. But again, like you say, hey, it's meaningless to me because self-proclaimed. This is like going to the party and the motherfucker just talking about himself all the time. Nobody want to hear that shit.
Right. No, nope. Shut it down.
Shut it down.
All right. Well, yeah. If my grandson has any field trips planned at DC, I might just suggest to all of them, keep them away from this shit. We'll take them to Belle Isle or something more, get more out of it than DC.
And see, that's what's taken away from something because now to be able to go to see it, hey, I've been there, I had a chance to go into the Pentagon and stuff like that. So to do things like that, they are good. But now when you got all this kind of attaching, this separation, and going on, like you say, you don't even won't even be associated even to go around there, which
Mm-mm.
is a shame because I feel you should see everything that you can while you can. So yeah, it's just another manic Monday.
Hey, I'm telling you, he'll give us plenty to talk about every damn week. And rest assured. All right, enough of that. Let's get to some excitement with the sports that's going on, man. Let's start with the NBA and the finals. Next up, two-zip, going back to Madison Square Garden for Game 3 tomorrow. What do you think so far?
Next matchup, well, Cat, the inexperience and some stuff is coming out more so now that the raw talent and the team haven't been able to overcome yet. And like I was saying, if they can make these adjustments on the fly, but you make some shots, you miss some. I mean, he had a chance to go up, he missed a shot. I mean, he's got to take the shot. So make it or don't make it.
A clean look.
He's the man. He got a clean look and he took the shot and it, just didn't go down. So some of it is, like you say, coaching and experience, like I kind of said in the first place, Mike Brown. And then again, too, I think the underestimation of the East and how they play and that, yeah, New York was just on a bro. They've just been on fire and it doesn't matter who the opponent is. They
I don't think
ain't
they. I
back.
don't think. I don't think they lost a game on postseason.
But they lost that first series with Atlanta.
But okay, well,
Yeah, last two
Cleveland's
series have been sweet.
okay.
So again, they got to when we got to defend a little differently with Cat bringing him out there, being able to move. So it's just some things that giving them some difficulties. But now can they make the adjustments on the fly to get it? So I don't know. This thing seems like it's New York's, but you know we've seen stranger things happen before. So
Let me do a
now they
quick
just
check.
gotta keep at it and keep fighting and see, you gotta win one at a time. So it's not over with yet. I think if they lose this next game, I think it's a wrap. But if they
Yeah, they ain't coming back from 3-zip. He ain't
Right.
coming
So I
back
think if
before
they can
December.
win this next one, then try to get that second one and tie the series up, and then we go from there.
I just checked. The line for tomorrow is Knicks minus 2.5, which I think is. I thought it'd be a little bit higher than that going home with all the momentum. Wemby may need to put on some weight, but I don't know how that affects his agility and his
Well,
ability to look like a power forward versus a 7'6" center.
well, we know he ain't gonna put it on before this series is
No,
over
oh no,
with. So
no. But it's
we
it's
talking
clear.
next. We talking next year.
Yeah, it's clear though that they're bodying him up. Even a Josh Hart or OJ Obanabi could body him up. Shit, OG drove and dunked on his ass. So, like you said, the East is built on toughness. The West is built on showtime. But you also mentioned the youth from San Antonio that turnover with seconds left didn't help San Antonio's cause. Um, yeah, the Knicks is in firm control, and I'm gonna have to watch the game on mute because they big. I don't want to hear all of the guard this and the guard that all fucking night from the announcers, and I can't take it, man. I really can't take it. All right, Stanley Cup Finals is pretty exciting. Vegas. This is their shit. They've been in the league 9 years. This is their third Stanley Cup appearance, and they won a hell of a game. I had put a little wager on the game last night because surprisingly Vegas was getting a goal and a half at home. I'm thinking this is easy. And the other part I put on was over 5.5 goals, but I think it was the second period. I took a glance at the score was 0-0. I said, "Man, this is bullshit." Put everything down. I woke up this morning. I saw it was a 5-4 Vegas overtime win. So have
Yep.
you been watching it at all?
Yeah, yeah. I watched some of that game there. Where yeah, Vegas came out, kind of scored on top. Hurricanes kind of fought back like they did in the second game, and then another overtime, Vegas got them. But yeah, I had predicted Vegas from the beginning, and
Okay.
I'm gonna hold steadfast at that.
It's
But
exciting,
yeah,
if anything.
exactly. And hockey is unlike the other sports. Yeah, you've seen them come back down from 0-3 or whatever. So it's just 2-1. So still a lot of hockey to play. But I'm still sticking with the Golden Knights.
Sticking with hockey real quick, the news this week was Larkin
Wanted
demanding a
out.
trade. Yeah, what's your thoughts on that?
Oh well, yeah, 11 years he been in the league, 11 years no playoff appearances.
Yeah,
That's what he want. That's what he want. I mean, every play, you want to get a chance to try to play for a championship and try to get in there. And if he feels that it's best for him to do that elsewhere, then yeah, you requested a trade. But again, I'm gonna trade you to where I can feel I can make the best out of my team. So, you may go from the frying pan into the into the fire because you don't know who you gonna end up with.
yeah.
Yeah,
You
everybody
know,
wants to trade, but they want to dictate the terms, and that ain't
yeah.
always the case.
Nobody trusts Eiserman either to get something worth anything in return if and when he is traded, just based on draft picks and free agency and trades. Eiserman came out at the end of the season and says, "We got to get better players here, motherfucker. You bring the players here, not the coaching staff." So it's like he's in some other stratosphere with his thinking, and everybody I don't want to say everybody, the majority of people are on Larkin's side saying, "Yep, there's no more." Missing the playoffs, 10 or 11 years in a row. Get me out of here.
Yeah,
Well,
well, yeah, cause you can't say what's right for somebody else's life.
nope.
So if he feels that's what's right for his career, that's his prerogative.
Yeah, so the captain of an original six team wants out. That's a kick in the nuts right there. Speaking of kicking the nuts, Tigers 27-39. They're currently 3 games ahead of the worst record in all of baseball. They're 9.5 games out, but they're only 5.5 games out of a wild card spot. You're a GM. July 31st is the trade deadline. If things stay as they are now, are you a buyer or are you a seller?
Stay as they is now, I'm selling. They stay as they is now. But yeah, because I thought the deadline was like in August. But you got 30 to 35 games to All-Star break. Like you say, you're 9.5 back. You know, you know, it was a blip on the screen. We got everybody back. We got everybody healthy. They came out hitting and winning. So I was like, well, okay, well, maybe they they can make a little run.
Mm-mm.
Then Seattle
Mm-mm.
put the pillow over their face again and smother them.
Well, they won a series. They got a big win today, but still, it's fool's
Yeah,
gold. It's fool's gold.
right. Is it full goal or not? So yeah, if it stays the same, no. If it gets interesting and they get on the hot streak, then yeah, then I say you can become a buyer. I mean, Scooble's still not back yet, so um although I have written them off and told them how to fire sale, need to see what's going on. Couple more weeks to tell.
Well, even whether they're in some sort of contention or not, you got to get rid of Scooble because he ain't signing. Boris ain't gonna sign him. So you got to get something for him at the trade deadline. I really think that they're not going to be. They might be worse than 5.5 out of the wild card spot. They they ain't catching the Guardians. Stranger things have happened. I mean, shit, they pissed away a big lead last year to the Guardians. Tigers did so,
Right.
but I think Scooble is the big question mark. Do you keep? Do you trade them to get assets for the future? Because otherwise, you're going to lose them.
Yeah, they
When
ain't
the
gonna
season's
pay
over.
him. They ain't gonna pay him, so you trade him and get something. I mean,
Okay.
even though you can try to buy in some other place, you making a run as far as Scooble go, unless you're gonna pay him, you need to sell right now.
Yeah, it'll be no excuse from Scott Harris if Scooble's on that roster come August 1st on the Tigers roster. Scott Harris will have no validity as a general manager, and if Chris Ilitch, the owner, is the one that's saying I want to keep him, then Scott Harris needs to come out in a press conference with Chris Ilitch and say it that way. Otherwise, he's going to take all the damn heat for being an ineffective, useless piece of shit general manager.
Yeah, I agree. All
Okay.
right. Golden Temple won 2 races. Is that something or nothing?
In the terms of the Triple Crown, it's nothing because you got to run all 3 races and win to be considered a Triple Crown, you know, champion, winner, whatever you want to call it. The 2 races were, I mean, the Derby, nothing's bigger than that than yesterday's race to Preakness. But I understand why the horse sat out. I think it was rest or some bullshit like that for the second leg of the Triple Crown. But it's just two good wins. The triple
Yeah.
winning the Triple Crown says a lot more to me.
It's something because the female trainer won 2 races. So Cherie, it's something in that regards to her accomplishment in breaking through and having a trainer there too. It's something in all the critics just said that the Derby was a fluke. The race was set up for him and he got the pace and he wouldn't get the pace here. He did the same thing, came from the back
Last
to the
place,
front, the last
ran him
place to
down.
first place, and ran him down. So for that, it's something, but I agree with you. If you want immortality, if you want to be on banners, if you want statues, you
Yep.
gotta win the Triple Crown.
Triple Crown.
You gotta win the Triple
Yeah.
Crown.
Yeah.
Other
You
than
know,
that, you
2 nice
get
wins.
right 2 nice wins, but
That's it.
if you ain't a Triple Crown winner, you don't get to the elite status
Nope.
without winning the Triple Crown.
Nope. I can tell you one thing: the Knicks ain't getting a trophy if they win Game 3, and neither the Golden Knights after Game 3. You got to win all 4. So you got to complete what sets you apart from the notoriety of being a Triple Crown winner versus just the horse that won 2 out of 3.
Yep.
No, but she did a nice job. Hope she pays way for other women. It was just nice.
Well, but just a little bit off of that, hope she paves the way. Let's just be for real. Give people opportunity. She alone can't pave the way because she don't hold the cards. You got the owner. It's like everything else. The owner holds the cards. The owner chooses who they want.
Yep.
So they need to open up and see if you cream rises to the top.
Yep.
If you're good, you're good. It don't matter about anything else. It just needs the opportunity. So again, everybody's saying, "Oh yeah, you got the girls and looking up to her. They gonna want to," and all of that is true. But no, don't put all that on her. Let's get to the real thing. Give them a chance.
Yep. Well, just don't put Pete Hegseth in charge of that shit, because if you ain't white, you ain't got nothing coming. That motherfucker ain't let nobody with any sort of skin tone, be promoted or get a chance. So, yeah, I'm 100% with you. But we need people that, think like you and I to don't see past the skin or the gender, and give people an opportunity to succeed and let them dictate whether or not they'll be successful, not you.
Yep, agreed.
All right. Well, it's pop quiz time. Da-da-da-da. All right. So let me get back to this. All right. This is all right. Let me know if you're ready. Can you see my screen?
Oh, I think.
All right. Here's the dilemma. You seen the movie Castaway, right?
Yeah.
All right. So you're on the island and you got about a week before help arrives. But you could get something dropped off to last you that week. Are you having Hallie dropped off or are you having food dropped off? What you gonna do? Here's your health or your happiness?
So okay, now I got a couple questions with that. So am I already on the island?
You already on the island. There ain't no fish, nothing. But you got radio contact say, hey, we're gonna drop some food down for you. Or you can have Halle Berry to keep you company for a week until help comes. So what you want to do?
All right, so they just dropped me off.
Because you've been there. But you know that they're coming back in a week. 7 days you being picked up.
I've been there how long?
Yeah, man, I don't know.
Okay. Seeing how I've been there, drop off Haley. I done made it that far. Another week, I can make it another week. If I've been on the island, I done survived some kind of way.
You survived.
I survived some kind of way. So yeah, drop off Haley, keep me company.
All right. So happiness over health. All right.
Well, I got my health because I'm surviving.
You survived.
So
you survived.
I might as well have a little happiness while I'm there on the island.
There you go. All right. Well, good decision. Good decision. Good decision.
Oh, man.
I thought you were like that. That's an excellent choice. Excellent choice. All right.
Yeah, sometimes food is overrated.
That's right. That's right. Maybe Allie can help you find food. Shit, who knows?
Hey, that's right.
Yeah.
Two heads is better than one.
That's right. That's right. All right. Well, with that being said, give us your message and your jam, and we'll call it a day.
All righty. Here's my message of the day. Be aware of those who want you to give them everything they want while they give you everything they want you to have. People always ask, I want this, I want this. But when it comes to giving up stuff, they want to give you what they want you to have. So, which is
Mm-hmm.
nothing in most cases.
Well,
So
something
you
of
just,
lesser value.
yeah, exactly. So you
Mm-hmm.
just gotta be aware of those type of people that you come across in life.
Now they usually come with a smile, so be careful. Don't trust everybody to smile.
Smile in your face all the time. They want to take
Mm,
your place.
there you go. There you
The
go.
backstabbers.
That's right. That's who they are. That's who they are.
Yeah. So that's the message of it.
Good
That's the
message.
message for this week. Gonna go for the jam of the week. That is good. That is true. All righty. The things we say are just the opinions of what two guys think. No clinical reviews, no FDA testing, none of that.
Mhm. We got to get Cheyenne Bryan on our show, but keep going.
Exactly. The music that we play is reference. We don't own the rights to. Please continue to subscribe, watch us, like us, leave us comments.
Thank you very much. Mr. Jam, what you got?
It's a little something, something from Prince.
Oh, yes. My man. Man, that's my guy.
Um,
That's my guy right there, man.
just another, musical prodigy.
Man, one of the best.
One of the best is no longer here. This one is called Let's Work. Right. So that one was Let's Work
Great
from
choice.
Prince.
Great
Yeah, I
choice, man.
mean, hell of a in concert. Saw him in concert.
Oh, did you?
Put on a hell
Where?
of a show. I've been Joe Lewis.
Oh, really? Man.
And like you say, just a musical prodigy, just songs that he's wrote for other people, all genres of
Man, just
music. Kenny
talent.
Rogers, Stevie Nicks, even the Bangles, just another Manic Monday, which I made reference to earlier. I mean, yeah, just a talent.
Yeah,
Just a
ain't too many
talent.
like him, man. Ain't too many like him, man. Good choice. Love it. Love it. Anything Prince I'll listen to, man. Thank you for that. Well, that brings a wrap to our show tonight. Thank you for your time. I want to thank you for your feedback. I look forward to our next episode, and I'll let you bring us home with the au revoir.
Au revoir. Okay, folks, we'll see you same time next week, same back channel.
Have a good one, my brother.